However, a wise yet crazy guy predicting the coming of Jesus maybe didn't sound right to the church, and
What? Hey, my name's Matthew Cortman. I'm an adjunct professor of religion, a biblical scholar, and a doctoral student in biblical studies. And this is the first of what will be many videos where I go ahead and react to crazy stuff that's on YouTube, or at least things that sound crazy on YouTube. Now, there's a lot of reaction videos that are out there, and you can find them for lawyers, for doctors, even potentially for pastors. There's a small niche that's formed, but there really aren't many, if any, videos about scholars of religion reacting to stuff that's on YouTube. So I thought I'll fill in that niche. It's wide open. So today's video is titled, "Why Did the Vatican Remove 14 Secret Books from the Bible in 1684?" It's by Unexplained Mysteries. They have 1.37 million subscribers. They have 3.4 thousand up likes. There are 114 down likes. Clearly, according to what the video would imply, potentially Vatican supporters, I'm imagining. Now, apparently, there's a lot of people who like this video. It's been viewed 68,000 times. Let's go ahead and tear this thing apart.
the removal of books. The Bible is composed of lots of different books, such as Genesis, Numbers, and Deuteronomy.
Wow.
It's thought of as a holy gospel truth by millions around the globe, written by Moses and others around 1000 BC. It tells of Jesus' miracles. Many are convinced that the Vatican is hiding secrets. The Bible was translated from Latin to English in the early modern period, around the 1600s. However, the original version actually contained more books than present in modern versions.
Okay. Let's. This is confusing. So the original version is he referring to the Latin Vulgate, which was translated into English, or does he mean the original version as some mythical original version of like the Hebrew and Greek? I'm really confused as to exactly which original. So if he's referring right now to the Latin Vulgate, then yes, there are technically aspects or things that made it into the Vulgate that aren't in modern Bibles for Catholics or Protestants. I can think of, for example, 2nd Ezra or 4th Ezra as something that was often contained in the Vulgate, but which the Vatican rejected. But that's pretty much the only book. You can still find it like with a study Bible, like the Oxford Study Bible, HarperCollins Study Bible. So I don't know exactly which way he's talking about this, but let's keep going. I digress.
Naturally, people found this a little bit strange. Included in the original book were the Apocrypha books, which made up the end of the Old Testament.
Okay, I'm assuming he's talking about the Latin Vulgate, but then that's weird why he says the original book. Is he talking about the Bible as an original book? There is no original book Bible. We don't have, that's not how it worked. There was no original version. There were lots of different versions. Okay, I digress. That's a whole other conversation. But then on top of that, he's going ahead and saying that the Apocrypha made up the end of the Old Testament. That's not accurate. I mean, if he means that it would show up in its own section after the Old Testament, that is something that Protestants did. But before that, you just had the books spread out throughout the Old Testament. Like you have Tobit and Judith next to Esther. So this doesn't make sense. That worries me that it's only going to get worse.
14 scriptures are known, but they are still yet to be printed in modern day versions.
That's BS. Like, that's BS. The 14 books that he's referring to here are what people call the Old Testament Apocrypha, or just the Apocrypha. Almost all of them, with the exclusion of like 3rd Ezra and 4th Ezra, are included in Catholic Bibles. And you can go to Barnes & Noble and pick up Bibles there on the shelf that are Catholic printed, and there you will have those books. Now, if you want the other two that were a part of the King James version of the Apocrypha and stuff, you can go ahead and get them in a ecumenical study Bible, like the Oxford Annotated Study Bible or the HarperCollins Study Bible. Those Bibles will have a special Apocrypha section in the middle that will have these books. Now, it's also very confusing why he says that when the Bible was translated from the Latin into the English, that these books went missing. And that's actually not the case. So I'm really confused as to where he's getting this information. Probably nowhere good, because the fact is those books were still contained in Protestant Bibles for like hundreds of years after. The 1611 version of the King James Bible had the Apocrypha in it, and most Bibles continued to have that even in Protestantism until the 19th century. Catholic Bibles obviously continued to have these books as fully authoritative since they were canonized at the Council of Trent. So I am really confused as to what he means they're not available and they were removed.
Leaving many to wonder, what are the church hiding?
Leaving me to wonder, what are you smoking?
The Vatican supposedly removed these 14 books in the 1680s.
The 1680s. There might be a stat somewhere that says that the Puritans, they tried removing the Apocrypha from their King James Bibles and got in trouble for it around the 1680s. That's possible. It might be that that's where they got this idea from. But King James actually made it law that it was, I think it was a prison sentence if you were to remove the Apocrypha from your Bible. And so that's why they were persecuted slightly, some of these Puritans, for what they were trying to do. They were the minority. Most Protestants wanted the Apocrypha in their Bible. Puritans were weird in that regard. But yeah, I don't understand this. It's very strange. Let's continue. I'm getting all kinds of terrible, I smoked a bad joint vibes from this video, but let's keep going.
But little is known as to why. Some people believe that it was to do with a book titled The Wisdom of Solomon.
What? This is the first time I've heard a conspiracy theory about the Apocrypha that focused on the wisdom of Solomon. I'm really intrigued right now.
Solomon was a legendary figure in ancient times. He was meant to be the wisest man ever to live and is thought to be a generally kind and well-mannered soul. However, the wisdom of Solomon presents him as less of an untroubled man. In his book, Solomon predicts great evils and the coming of somebody who is thought to be Jesus. Given Solomon passed away 900 years before Jesus, this theory, for some, is thought to be credible.
However, a wise yet crazy guy...
Wait, what do you mean this theory is believed to be credible because Solomon was 900 years before Jesus? How does Solomon living 900 years before Jesus, and it was, I don't understand, how does that give credibility to whether he was predicting Jesus? That doesn't make logical sense. All right, keep going.
Guy predicting the coming of Jesus maybe didn't sound right to the church. And
Wait, what? What?
However, a wise yet crazy guy predicting the coming of Jesus maybe didn't sound right to the church. And
what? A wise yet crazy guy. First of all, I have never heard anybody refer to King Solomon that way. That's funny. But two, that it wouldn't sound right to the Vatican that the son of David made a prediction about Jesus Christ coming? Did this person have any understanding of Christian history and the use of the Psalms and David for predicting I'm so confused. This is like an alternate reality video. Like, you don't even understand how the hell did this even come to this point? Like, how did someone write this? And was there nobody who knew? Okay.
Given that Solomon was known to be a follower of the occult, you can probably understand why the Catholic Church may have not been too inclined to keep his preaching in the Bible.
Okay. He was a follower of the occult. All right. Only thing I can imagine that they got that from is in the book of Kings. It describes that Solomon had the knowledge of the sages of the East. And that likely is, usually assumed by scholars to have included certain occult-like practices that he would have had knowledge of. But it's not like the Bible explicitly says that, and it's just there in that one reference. And the only other place that gives it the the popularity is that there's a pseudepigraphic text, a falsely attributed writing called the Testament of Solomon, that is all about how Solomon helped use and entrap false demons in order to help create and build the temple in Jerusalem. It was a very famous, popular text at the time of Jesus. But again, it was popular amongst Christians. This was not something the church was upset about. This, at the time, made sense to them. But either way, the fact that he just describes Solomon as like this occult guy, like it's common knowledge, when it's like one of the most obscure things that only a handful of people would ever have even known, like where this impression could have come from, is really funny. Like,
Similarly, Jesus' name was actually changed to Yahushua, spelt I-E-S-U-S, in the first edition of the Bible.
wait, what? What in the world? What do you mean was changed? That is his name. He was Jewish. He spoke Aramaic. What do you mean it was changed? I'm so confused. Who in their right mind made this video?
So why is this? Religious historians find this odd and are struggling.
No, religious historians find this video odd. I'm one of them. I'm making this clear. This is a weird video.
To come to a definitive answer about why the Vatican allegedly removed these missing books.
Oh, now it's allegedly. Now it's more allegedly. Okay, now it's allegedly.
However, it is possible that some in the church were keen to rewrite history.
Okay. Rewrite history? What in these books, getting rid of them, rewrites history? The fact that the crazy but wise guy Solomon didn't predict Jesus? I don't understand.
Why?
Why?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know why you made this video either. Oh, wait, I do. It was to make some quick money. That's why there's a lot of stock footage in it.
But it is very strange nonetheless.
Okay, that's all right. No. The Vatican did not remove 14 books in 1684. Religious scholars do look at this video and think to themselves, WTF. There we go. I mean, most of you probably already realized this, but for those of you who did not, hopefully this is helpful. If you want the real history of the use of the Apocrypha by Protestants and how that changed over time, there are lots of great books available. All these, you can just, first of all, if you want to read them themselves, go pick up the Oxford Annotated Study Bible or the HarperCollins Study Bible. Go pick that up. Go read the books yourself. And I'd also suggest to... I have an article in the Oxford Handbook of the Apocrypha that's on the Protestant reception of the Apocrypha. I took the time to look through how Protestants responded, and that details the history of how those books left the Protestant Bibles in large. And it's a really interesting story. Most people have it wrong. I might make a video about it sometime, but go check that out. You can also probably find a pre-publication draft online of the article. You don't even have to probably buy it. So the thing is, this video is a heap of trash, and yeah, 68,000 people watched this video since November of 2020. 3.4 thousand thumbs up, 114 down. Those 114, bravo. This was pretty bad. But yeah, so just getting that out there. Hopefully this helps you perceive how a Bible scholar who knows something about the history of this sacred text responds to material like this. Hopefully it was entertaining. If so, I hope that you will smash that like button and give this channel a subscription. I'll continue to make videos like this, responding and reacting to crazy, weird stuff that you find on YouTube that people are into. And hopefully it services you, entertains you, and you learn something from it.
The Vatican and aliens. Alien life is a fascinating topic.
Wait,
and
what?
A lot of people out there really do.
Alien life? That's what follows? That's the next? Oh, I give up. Do I want to make these reaction videos? Is this even healthy for me, mentally speaking? I'm not sure.